Good money, baby. Good money, baby. Good money, baby. It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with another bag talk. Y'all already know what it is. We finna get right to the subject, get right to the topic at hand. Today we talking about, would you date or marry someone who is financially unstable? So y'all let me know. I got my coffee going. Turn my phone on mute before it gets to ringing. Could you date or marry somebody who's financially unstable? Let me know. Why are you even trying to date if you financially unstable? Like, does that even make sense? You should be focused on getting your finances in order so that way you have your own bag, baby. This is another bag talk. Y'all see I got on my TD Ameritrade shirt. It says St. Louis on the back. TD Ameritrade was bought out by Charles Schwab, but I'm a former employee of TD Ameritrade, a previously registered broker. And what does that mean? That's a big deal on Wall Street. But yeah, today's topic, we're talking about, would you date or marry someone who's financially unstable? Let me know. Drop the comments in the comment section. I'm going to shout you out. Good money, baby. Y'all already know y'all can download or follow me, actually. Follow the podcast. It's on Amazon Music. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on Spotify. So follow the Bag Talk. We're going to have these Bag Talk discussions every Saturday around 11. I was a little late today. Had some other moving parts going. But, you know, small thing to a giant, baby. Period. So I'm going to let some people come in. If people come in, if they don't come in, I'm still going to give my spiel, baby. So let me know. Drop the comments in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feeling about this topic. Would you or could you or should you date someone who's financially unstable? Let me know. Why are you trying to date if you financially unstable? So you got all these things that you got to get yourself in order. I'm sorry, I'm type of person that if my money ain't together, I'm not focused on dating. I'm not focused on even being romantic, baby. Them two things don't even go together, okay? Being broke and being romantic shouldn't even go together, okay, y'all? So let me know. Good money, Kimberly Brownlee. Good money, baby. Drop the comments in the comment section. Y'all let me know if y'all would date or marry somebody who's financially unstable. Okay. Or somebody who's financially irresponsible, because you got to think about it. People's finances is a reflection of who they are, how well they manage their money. Do they owe people? Do they owe debt collectors? Do they owe people in the streets? That says a lot about somebody's character if they're not paying their debts off, people that they owe. So that's today's topic. Would you date or marry someone who's financially unstable? Y'all let me know. Drop the comments in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feeling about this topic. John Sands, good money, baby. Let me know how y'all feeling about this topic. Would you date or marry someone who's financially unstable? Let me know, y'all. Like I said, I got on my TD Ameritrade shirt. Charles Schwab bought out TD Ameritrade. And if you don't have a brokerage account, Charles Schwab has this new thing that they're doing for new investors where you can sign up, open an account. They'll give you must fund it within 30 days. You must put a minimum of $50 in there. And then they'll give you $101 so you can invest in stocks. So that's a good trade-off for new investors. CharlesSchwab.com, and I am not advertising for them or nothing like that, but I just know I used to work for TD Ameritrade as a stockbroker, and Charles Schwab just recently bought TD Ameritrade. So that's why I brought that up. But today's topic is, would you date or marry someone who's financially unstable? Now, some people are already married or some people are already dating. But we could discuss, or do you guys talk about money? According to this app, it's called Stacking. It's a financial well-being app, and they said a third of new couples said they don't feel comfortable talking about money to their partners, and 31% said they had arguments with their partners about money. So y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this topic. Lola Bunny Jones, good money, baby. We talking about, would you date or marry someone who's financially irresponsible? How do you feel about talking about money with your spouse or your partner? Do y'all talk about money? Do y'all bring up money at all? Until, like, when things happen, when shit hit the fan, y'all gonna have to talk about it. So while you guys are already happy and loving each other and hugging each other, that may be the perfect time to talk about money. Don't wait until y'all arguing to talk about money, because then that might lead to a divorce or separation. Y'all already know money issues are one of the leading causes of divorce, okay? Studies show that for every 10 divorces, 4 of them was because of money. So let me know. Lola Bunny Jones, she said it can be a struggle at times. Like I was saying in the beginning, people's finances is a reflection of how responsible they are. Simona Jones, good money, baby. As y'all come in, I'm going to give you a shout out. Drop your comments in the comment section so you can let me know how you feeling about this topic. Y'all already know we're doing this bag talk thing every Saturday. But you want to just understand how they think about money. Like, how do you think about money? Are you just frivolously spending? Do you check your bank account? Do y'all exchange financial information? That money is a touchy topic. But when you in a relationship with someone, if you guys are planning on building with one another, you gonna have to talk about money, baby. So you want to have these tough discussions. If that's what you think, money is a tough discussion, it's fun. Also, we could share like some discussions on how to start the conversation. What are some things you can do to help or talk about it? So it's very rare that you find a person that y'all both on the same level when it comes to money. It's rare. Sometimes you might be the responsible one. Sometimes they may not be the responsible one. So how could you help them? Let me know. Drop the comments in the comment section. Let's see what else I got here. Why would you even want to date if you financially unstable? If your money ain't together, you shouldn't be thinking about dating. But to each his own. Me personally, I can't think straight if my money ain't together. I don't want to be dating. I don't even want to talk to somebody like that if my money ain't together. That's me. But let me know how y'all feeling about this topic. Drop the comments in the comment section. I can't see who all on here, so y'all gotta say something. I got my wealthy coffee today. I left my coffee mug. I was tripping. How would you bring it up? How would you bring up the subject of money to your significant other or your spouse? This is something you want to talk about because it's really no rules or no like blue plan book or something like that. It's really nothing that they give you when you go into dating or marriages. They don't say you have to talk about money. It's really no rules. But like I said, until issues come up and then you learning this person, how they spend, what they spend their money on, that can be an issue for you. That can be an issue for you, especially if like y'all got a joint account. That could be an issue for you. Would you have a joint account if you're dating somebody or married? Let me know, y'all. Like, something you could bring up. Are they willing to change their habits? Because some people never really learned anything about money. Nobody want to talk about money, especially if you ain't got no money. You don't want to talk about it. To not have money, that's embarrassing for people. So you think they want to bring up money as a discussion? Probably not. But what are you doing dating if you don't have money anyway? Everything costs. Y'all want to start a Charles Schwab account. I'm going to go to the website real quick to give y'all the information. Because this is a good way to start off. You open the account. You got 30 days to put $50 in there. And then they'll give you $101 to trade. So I'm finna look this up real quick. Google is your friend. Charles Schwab. New investors. So you go to www.schwab.com. It's no minimum to open. Like you don't have to put money in it to open the account, but you want to put at least $50 in there within 30 days, and you'll get $101 of stock slices. And it'll be fun. You get to invest in the stock slices that they have. And Charles Schwab is actually one of the best online brokerage accounts for beginners. So that's something that y'all could look out for. We talking about, would you date or marry someone who is financially unstable? Danielle Jackson, good money, baby. Carmelo Moore, good money, baby. We talking about, today's topic is, would you date or marry someone who's financially unstable? And why is you even trying to date if you're financially unstable? You got bigger fish to fry, okay? You don't need to be worried about sleeping with somebody. Because what comes with that? Pregnancy. And what comes with that? Kids. And kids are expensive. Good money, baby. Kids are expensive. So this is something that you should maybe be thinking about, or maybe it's too late, but you want to get on track and start going about things the right way, y'all. Like, some people, we moving backwards. So we gotta get this thing back on the right track, okay? Because money issues is one of the leading causes of divorce. Like I said, for studies showing that every 10 divorces, 4 of them was about money. So that lets you know how important money discussions are and should be with your significant other or your partner. So y'all let me know how y'all feeling about this topic. What are some things you could do to help them change their habits, their spending habits, their budgeting habits? Let's see. Because your finances is a reflection of how responsible you are. Unfortunately, you can be judged by your finances. Athea Black, good money, baby. Rochelle Addison, good money, baby. Today's topic is about, would you or should you date someone who is financially unstable? So let me know how y'all feeling about this topic. Drop your comments in the comment section. Good money, baby. I got my wealthy coffee. Y'all already know we got to name our coffee. Look, I'm finna have y'all naming y'all coffee, naming y'all drink. Good money, baby. Seriously, though, like, some people are just not financially responsible. So how can we change some of these habits? What are some discussions that we can have to help them? You don't want to be the one that's financially responsible, but your partner is not, and they basically unraveling everything that you raveled, if that makes sense. Or they removing bricks from the foundation that you're building because you're the one that's financially responsible. Y'all want to be on the same page when it comes to stuff like that when you're together, okay? Or when you're coming together or planning to come together. So that's what we're talking about today. I'm finna look up some stuff since y'all ain't commenting. Let me look up some stuff real quick to get this sparked. So I googled should you date someone who is financially irresponsible. The first thing that came up was I'd recommend against it. Trying to change someone is a horrible basis for a romantic relationship. If you can't accept them as they are, you won't accept them even if they change. Fiscal irresponsibility is a doubtly hard one because it can have extreme negative effects on you. Angie, good money, baby. So, okay, let's see. How do you deal with a partner who is financially irresponsible? So here's 5 ways to deal with a financially irresponsible spouse. Be honest with yourself about their financial tendencies before marriage. Have a heart to heart conversation with your spouse as soon as possible. Sheree Johnson, good money, baby. I love you too. Rochelle Addison says, depends if he is responsible on the construction end and I can handle the money where he is weak at. I am vice versa. I like that. So, like I was saying, just if y'all working as a team, you definitely want to have these conversations. So you want to know if they're weak at financial management. That way you can kind of help pick up the slack there. That way y'all won't lose everything. Okay. So another one, take over the family finances. Like I just said, seek counseling and financial help. Most people don't think they need counseling, but in all actuality, they do. Protect yourself and your own finances. So sometimes that means having a separate bank account. You don't always want to put everything together. If you know your partner is financially irresponsible, you don't want to share a bank account with them and they're just spending all the money. David King, good money, baby. I can't wait to get you up here. He said, take them to church early this Saturday morning. You already know how we doing on Bag Talk, baby. We getting right to the nitty gritty, whether people like it or not, okay? Let's see what else we got on here. Okay, here's 7 signs you're dating a man who is not financially responsible. Let's see what they say here. Because it can get deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't no joke. That shit's stressful. And you know stress could kill you, baby. So, look, we trying to prevent all that. We don't need nobody's untimely demise all over money. Money is a tool. Money gonna help you get to where you going, okay, baby? Money shouldn't be bringing you down. Money should be bringing you up. So, okay, things you should know. The guy you're seeing might not be financially stable if his spending exceeds his income levels. Okay, so that's a whole nother topic. But if you spending more than what you have, baby, that's a problem. Period. He may be bad with money if he asks you, and I'm not trying to say men are financially irresponsible, but this is one of the things that pulled up when I Googled dating someone who is financially irresponsible. But we like to think that men are the providers. Okay, so, and a lot of men get mad because they don't like girls who say, like, what do you have, or what are you bringing to the table? Okesha Travis, good money, baby. I hope I pronounced your name right. But you know, guys be like, oh, she a gold digger. She just want me for my money. I mean, I'm not saying there's not a such thing as gold diggers, but to be realistic, fellas, you are the man. Traditionally, men are the providers. Before women had all these women rights and all of that, men were bringing home the check. Women were staying home with the children, taking care of the household. So men were bringing home the check and giving it to the wife to take care of the household stuff, right? Right or wrong? Says protect your assets when dating someone financially unstable by having a frank conversation about money and budgeting. I mean, I feel like when you dating, you don't immediately off the bat just start talking about money, but you want to sneak it in. You want to observe them, see how they're spending their money, because the last thing you want to do is get in too deep with a person who is financially irresponsible. Period. Spending don't match your income. Look, this example is like, for instance, maybe he's constantly taking you out on fancy dinners, or he does shopping all the time at expensive stores, designer, even though you know his salary doesn't necessarily support that. So that lets me know he's probably using credit for things that he can't afford, and then he won't even be able to pay the credit card debt. Make it make sense. Another sign that he's financially unstable, I'm going to say he or she, because this is no gender role. He's evasive. He or she is evasive when you ask them about money. Talking about money is important, even with a new partner. If you try to bring up money, do they answer clearly? Do they shy away from the conversation? Or are they trying to change the conversation? Are they getting offensive? That lets you know he ain't got no money, sis, so you might want to look for someone else. It says some people find it uncomfortable to talk about money with their partners. Try being open about your income and your spending habits, and then you can maybe encourage them to open up too. So that's another way you can talk to them about money. Oh, he asked you to borrow money. That's clearly a red flag. When a guy asks someone they're dating for money, it's a red flag. Usually, this means that he's got pretty bad spending habits and his budget isn't as tight as it needs to be. Now, you know, men and their ego is tied to their money, regardless if they want to admit it or not. When a man is not financially secure, he will resent you if you are. That's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But I just can't see a man being happy that he is broke. Like, because a man's ego is tied to his money. Let's see. If he or she seems stressed about money all the time, money problems can cause mental issues like depression and anxiety. If your guy or woman seems like they're overly stressed or down about their finances, that's a sign that they're financially unstable. So again, why are you even trying to date if your bag ain't together? Even if it ain't all the way together how you would want it to be or how you would like it to be, what kind of plan do you have? What kind of goals are you exercising to get where you want to be? So that says a lot. Are you out of money by the end of the month? Now, I know a lot of people, it says there's nothing inherently wrong with living paycheck to paycheck, especially if you don't have a ton of work experience yet. However, this likely means that he is not putting much money into savings or investments. Sheree Johnson, good money, baby. Okay, they struggle with addiction. So any type of substance abuse likely indicates a spending habit, which ultimately ends in a money problem. Period. Y'all already know. Gambling, drinking, any substances being abused means there's a money issue. So that's something to look out. What kind of debt is he in? Do we got child support? Do we got judgments against him? The IRS looking for his ass. He got 1 million kids on the other side of town. These are something that you want to think about when you planning a date or marry somebody. Period. If they got all that going on, that lets you know it ain't going to be too much left over for you, baby. You just going to be getting the crumbs. Period. Let me see what else. Gotta keep pushing. Good money, baby. Missy Rich, good money, sis. We talking about can you, will you, should you, or could you date someone who is financially irresponsible or financially unstable? And why you even dating if you financially unstable? Like, why you even dating if you don't even know where your next dollar finna come from? Why you even dating if you don't even have a plan? Why you even dating if you ain't even got a skill that's gonna provide these finances? Y'all let me know. Missy Rich said no, man. He ain't finna be digging in my pocket, baby, trying to get my coins. Period. Now, men on the other side will feel a way if you like, nah, I ain't dating you. If you a woman and you telling a man like, nah, you ain't flat out saying like you ain't got no money, but in so many words you're saying you can't afford me. Dudes get offended by that. That should motivate a man, in my opinion. Like, damn, I need to get my shit together if I want to mess with a woman like this. Baltimore Hampton, good money, baby. Happy belated birthday. Mark Mooney, good money, baby. Today's topic is, and I want to hear from the fellas too, could you or would you date a woman that's financially unstable? Let me know. Drop the comments in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feeling about this topic. Let's see. It says have an open, honest conversation about how much money you make and what kind of debt you're in. Javar McGee, good money, baby. Look, we talking about, would you date someone who's financially unstable? If you're dating someone who's financially unstable, how could you bring this topic, or how could you talk about money to them? Y'all already know money is a touchy feely topic. Okay, people getting their feelings about money when money shouldn't even be emotional. Okay, numbers shouldn't be emotional, period. It is what it is. But how can we sit down and have an open, honest conversation about money and what kind of debt you're in? Like, I feel like we need to know that before we start dating and before we get married. Like, we need to know that before we get in those type of like commitments that's not going to be easily, it's not going to be easy to get out of. Again, 4 out of, hold on, let me go back to my notes. Studies show that for every 10 divorces, 4 of them is because of money. Yeah, we not having these discussions enough with our significant other, okay? Fellas, you might have a girl, she got a certain lifestyle she want to live. She like all these bags and purses and shoes and vacations. Do you not think y'all need to sit down and have a conversation like how we're going to get to this destination? And we're starting from here. What do we need to pay off? Okay, especially y'all thinking about buying a house together or, other investments. Baltimore Hampton says, thanks for the B-Day shout out, and I've dated a broke chick before. It was cool at first, but nah, that's what I'm saying. What was cool about it? I don't think being broke is cool at all, period. At this big old age that we in, baby, you gotta have something going for yourself, because it's gonna make me think like, damn, what have you been doing all this time with your life and with your money? Hold on, let me shut this door. Okay. Ernest Richardson, good money, baby. We talking about, can you date someone who is financially unstable? Again, have a conversation. That way like, if they are unstable or if it's just they're having a hard time for the moment. Because everybody have their times when they're not always up. But overall, we want to examine like their habits, their spending habits, their behavior, because your finances is a reflection of how responsible you are. Dante Whitaker, good money, baby. Y'all drop the comments in the comment section. Ernest Richardson said, I can't. I tried. And I know, traditionally men are the providers, so men like to think they're Superman, which y'all are. Y'all are savers. Don't even think like that. Like, we don't need y'all for nothing. But at the same time, like, y'all be trying to take on all of this stuff for your significant other, and it could bring you down. You could lose money. Some relationships can be a bad investment. So again, it all boils down to understanding how they think about money. And that's what bag talk is. It's how you think about money. Jerry McCray, good money, baby. We talking about, could you date someone who is financially unstable? Let me see what else is on here. How do you start the conversation about money? I'm always talking about money, so I'm going to bring it up. But how would you start the conversation if it's somebody you're interested in It's one thing to have sex with somebody. That's easy. Anybody could do that. But then when you start getting deeper into your feelings and you really like this person, you don't want to not have a conversation about money, okay? Ernest Richardson says, what up, though? How you feeling? I'm good. I'm sipping on my wealthy coffee. You already know I named my coffee as Wealthy, baby. I only sip wealthy things. No, I'm just playing. Jerry McCrae said, if they're willing to do better, we can always change. I agree. So, again, we have to know how to have this conversation, see if we could help them change their habits, and see if they're willing to change their habits, because some people just stuck in their ways, and it ain't nothing you can do to help them or save them or, help change them. David Hudson, good money, baby. Baltimore Hampton says, I never had a problem with being the breadwinner, but if you don't at least be an assistant to me in some way, then I could end up treating you like your financial worth. That's hilarious. But no, I feel you on that. I feel you. He said I can end up treating you. And women, that's the last thing you want to be treated as. That's the last thing you want to do, is for a man to just, if you not working, if you not bringing in money, if you not holding up your end of the situation financially, if you letting him take care of everything, eventually he gonna just walk all over you and feel like he can do whatever he want to do because he's the one paying for everything. So I think women have to be careful too when it comes to that, because they want a man to take care of them and all of that. But sis, you gotta have your bag too, period. All right, let me see what else on here. Okay, here go another option. Split majority of your expenses. So maybe going 50-50 or 75-25 or 80-20, something like that. If you know your other person is trying to get their finances, this is if you really like them. Like, you got to really like somebody who broke. I'm sorry, like, it's just not sexy to me to be like financially irresponsible and just flat out broke. Like, you gotta have some plan, you gotta have an idea. Let's see, you can help them create a budget. It says sometimes people live above their means because they don't know how to budget. If they're open to it, see if they'll sit down with you and go over finances. Start by taking their base income and subtracting expenses to make a basic budget. That's a basic budget, just how much you make in a month. Net. Let's not go by the gross because that's deceiving. We want to go by how much you bring it home net after all your taxes has been taken out, and then we want to subtract all your expenses. So rent, lights, gas, phone bill, car if you have car note, insurance, kids, food, clothing, just hygiene items, household toiletries. And then we see what you have left over. I'll hear another good one. Sign a prenup before you get married. Now, a lot of people are probably against prenups, but I'm for prenups because I'm a fair person. So, like, if I came into the relationship with something already and the relationship don't work out, we get divorced, I feel like prenups could save you from a headache. I'm fair, so whatever you came in with, you can take that. Whatever I came in with, I'm going to take this. But before we can even get to a prenup, we have to have these conversations. And we got to be honest with ourselves and honest with our partners. Here go another one. Now this, what I'm looking at, they starting stuff, I feel like. It says, is it shallow to break up with a man because he's financially unstable? Barbara Brown, good money, baby. She says, well, good afternoon. Just stepped in to see what we're talking about. We're talking about, would you date someone or marry someone who is financially unstable? How you feel about that? And then, you got to get to know a person. It takes time to know a person. So you might think you got somebody figured out until you already in a committed relationship, already married, and then now you figure out they got money issues, or they got an addiction, or they got a problem where like it's messing up y'all cash flow. Is money issues a deal breaker in a relationship? Let me look up something else. James Latham, good money, baby. He says, don't F with me because of what you think I can do for you. I get it. I get it. I get that for real. Um, but again, you have to have these conversations. You ain't gotta be like direct, but you can ask indirect questions to see where a person's mindset is and how they feel and think about money. And then that'll let you know all you need to know. Like, are they just trying to use me for my money or use me for whatever I can do? A lot of relationships are transactional nowadays, and it's highly unfortunate because it just seems like people don't even like do things just because they have a good heart. And I understand a lot of people's good heart has been abused, misused, and mistreated. I definitely understand that. But a lot of relationships are transactional. It's just, what could you do for me? What could I do for you? And I think that kind of sucks. AY Capital, good money, baby. James Latham says, nothing ain't genuine no more. I agree with you to a certain extent on that. Like, I definitely feel like it's hard to find genuine people nowadays. Again, a lot of people are just living their life or trying to live their life based on what they see on social media. So I think that's why we have these trust issues. Let me go to this article. Fortune.com says women find irresponsible spending a turnoff, but men want their date to know how to budget, according to a new study. As a man, if I were a man, I definitely would want to have a money conversation with the woman that I'm interested in, because if I'm the breadwinner, I want to set boundaries, what we can and what we can't do. Like, it don't make you weak as a man to set proper boundaries with your woman. Like, look, we can't spend this money. You can't get that bag, because a lot of people are just comparing themselves with what they see online, and comparison is a thief of joy, period. I like this. NBC News. It says if you're dating from a pool of financially irresponsible people, you will end up with someone who's financially irresponsible. So like if we just dating, sometimes we get comfortable in our community and we're like skeptical about doing something different or moving in a different crowd. So unfortunately, you're going to end up with somebody who's financially irresponsible if we keep moving like that. We got to do things different. Ernest Richardson says, gotta have boundaries. It's a must. Right. As a man, I think men should put their foot down when it comes to stuff like that. Let's see what brides.com. What do you do if your partner is bad with money? Let's see. Money is the number one cause of relationship stress. Study shows that couples fight more about money than sex. Well, duh. Let's see. It says, we often joke that in working with couples, most of our job is therapy before we even get to begin the money stuff. Okay, so again, therapy is for your mind. How do you think? How do you, because what you think is what you perceive. So if you already got a bad, if you thinking bad about money, if you think like people who have money, they're bad people, or they did something to scheme to have it, like you just got all these negative preconceived thoughts about money, you more than likely gonna be financially unstable and irresponsible. It lets me know that you're afraid to take risk and you're afraid to make changes surrounding money. Diane Shelton, good money, baby. We on here, we're talking about, would you date or marry someone who is financially unstable? I probably got like 15 more minutes on this live, y'all. I've been on here for 40 minutes. So that's just something to think about, because money issues are leading causes of divorce and just leading causes of, fighting in relationships. So if you're willing to take a chance with somebody who's not quite there financially, how can we have these discussions? How can we stay on the same page, or, stay on the same track about money? That way, when you go to your bank account or need something to be paid or emergencies come up, if the money's spent, that's going to be a problem. That's going to cause y'all to argue. That's going to cause stress in the relationship. And stress will kill you, baby. So we don't want to die because of stress. We want to die because of old age. We want to die because stress. So, again, we got to have these conversations about money. Let me see what else on here. Cynthia Queen, good money, baby. Diane Shelton says, I really don't believe that's a good thing to do, because if you're a person who's unstable with money, you're more than likely unstable in all of your ways. I agree, because money is unfortunately one of those things we have to have. Like, everything costs. And so if you are unstable or irresponsible with your money, you're going to be irresponsible with your life. And you're going to be responsible with my life too if I'm with you. So we have to take into account all of those things. And we don't want to come off like gold diggers. That's not the case at all. But we just want to get an understanding of how you think about money. What are your money behaviors? What kind of burdens do you have? Are you on child support? Do you have outstanding debts? Do you have judgments against you? Is the IRS looking for you? Do you have a lot of kids everywhere? Like, all of these things are trying to take your money. Okay? These are called burdens, or just people that you owe, or just your responsibilities. How are you handling these things? Ernest Richardson says, facts, Diane. That is a good point. If you're irresponsible with your money, you're going to be irresponsible with me. Let's see. It says, when you enter a serious relationship or consider moving in together for, that's something you definitely want to talk about money if you are considering moving in with this person. How do they spend money? Are they paying bills? Are they paying them on time? Do they have people after them for money? Like, all of this is very important. Oh, the lights went off. Hold on. I must went moving a lot. Ernest Richardson says, to be honest, mostly all women. Why you take it away? Why you take your comment away, Ernest? I wanted to read that. He was finna say most women are gold diggers. No, we're not. If that's what you was gonna say. Yeah, again, I'm repping my TD Ameritrade. I'm a formally registered broker. So that's the thing. Like, let's see. Because people have different ways of handling money. So it all goes back to their childhood. Everything goes back to childhood. What you're taught when you're very little. And as you grow up, you have these same behaviors. You can take on your parents' way of thinking when it comes to money. So if your mom was always just like, money don't grow on trees, or all these sayings that people say about money, like people who are rich or bad people, they should pay more in taxes. See, this how the rich keep getting rich. Like, those are negative thoughts about money. Ernest says, damn near all the women I've dated was reckless as F with money. And hell yes, most women are gold diggers, not all. Yeah, I mean, so how did you find out that they were reckless? How long did it take for you to find out that they were reckless about money? That's the question that I want to ask you. So, like I was saying, if you have a different way of handling money, that can be a challenge. If both of y'all coming together, that can be challenging for someone to change their ways about money. But if your partner is irresponsible or lie about money, it can feel really overwhelming and hurtful because that's a huge breach of trust. So if you lying to me about money, if you lying to me about, no, I ain't spend it, or I didn't gamble, or stuff like that, that right there is causing mistrust. So that right there is causing drama in a relationship unnecessarily. DeJuan Davis, good money, baby. We talking about, would you date or marry someone who is financially unstable? That is the topic. I got about 10 minutes left on here, because study shows that 31% of people who took this survey have arguments with their partners about money. And y'all know money is one of the leading causes of divorce. Y'all know this. So how could we have these conversations without the other person feeling in their feelings about things like that? Because a lot of people don't want to talk about money. It's overwhelming. But if you're overspending, isn't that overwhelming too? So do I have to put you on a budget? Okay. Who do y'all think is better with money, women or men? That's another topic we can have on another day. Let's see. If it's related to overspending, it's likely the person isn't considering the repercussions of their actions, which usually indicates fear, denial, being out of touch with reality, or perhaps unrealistic optimism when it comes to money. Ernest said women all day. Women are what? Oh, more responsible than men? Right. That's why men used to bring the check home and give it to the woman. Do that make sense? I don't think men doing that no more. Let's see. Diane Shelton says that's really dependent on how you were brought up. There are too many variables. I agree. There are a lot of variables, because when you're growing up, you have your mom and your dad probably have differences about money. So that's already being embedded in your brain. You might have seen your mom and daddy arguing about money, or they may have separated because of money. So now that causes fear in you, like, oh my God, I don't want that happening to me. Or this may happen to me. Things that happen to you when you were young, you like, oh, this gonna happen to me. Even if it don't, but you already have this negative preconceived thought about money. She said the time period also matters. Let's say, so what can you do if your partner is lying about money or is irresponsible with their money? It says there's a few tactics you can try. But before any of this, you must first address whether your partner acknowledges that they struggle with money. Because some people are in denial. Some people don't think that they got a money issue. Because what you can afford and what you can afford, some people are not realistic about it, because most of the time you're going by your gross and not your net. You're going by the gross amount. That don't tell you what you can afford. Your net amount tells you what you can afford. So here's some things before I get off here real quick, y'all. You want to discuss your goals with your partner. You want to role play. I like that aspect. So a good thing y'all could do board games like Monopoly. That's a good money game. Or I don't know if they still got the board game Life, where you have to pay bills with the fake money. These are things that you can do. You can involve a third party, like somebody like me, to help just give some ideas. That way you're not nitpicking at your partner. Ernest says facts. If they deny they have a problem, it's wasted energy. On me. He's talking about role. Diane says, how do I find out when your podcast starts so I won't come in late? That's a good question, Diane. I don't know if you could hit your notifications or change your notifications for when I go live? That's a good question. I'm gonna look into that. You can sympathize with your partner. If your partner is bad with money or bad with your money, it's normal to feel frustrated and angry, but take a step back and look at how it's gotten this way. Most of the time, bad money habits come from either a lack of education because it's not taught in school, and it's not your fault. It's not your partner's fault either. We can seek out education and advice from a financial advisor. What else? While I'm still on here, I got about 5 minutes. So any lasting things you guys want to talk about when it comes to, can you date someone who is financially unstable? Again, some people could just be down on their luck at that time. That doesn't necessarily mean they're unstable or irresponsible. They're just going through something. Ernest Richardson says, good topic, Dime. Love this. Thank you, Ernest. I'm trying my best to bring the topics where we all could just give our opinion and have these conversations and maybe take notes and somebody might be able to have a money conversation with their partner without arguing or fighting or breaking up. We want to know what kind of financial baggage they have. You know what I'm saying? I went over some, like child support, debts. Okay, Diane. Judgments, IRS, kids. Those are some financial burdens that person might have. So we want to know what kind of baggage they bringing into the relationship when it comes to finances. Because when you first get in a relationship, you thinking about going forward. But most people don't never think back. Like, what kind of baggage are we both bringing in this relationship financially? Because most of the time you can get over all the other stuff. But finances is one of those things that cause huge impacts in relationships, regardless if we want to acknowledge it or not. Because if you're a man and you bring it home and your wife just spending all the money, she ain't even paying the bills, that's going to cause fights and arguments. If you're a woman, if you may be the breadwinner, your man ain't probably bringing in as much as you are, or, something like that, and he's being financially reckless with money, that's going to cause issues. So we want to just think of ways where we could approach finances in our relationship. Okay? Last thing, 5 ways to deal with a financially irresponsible spouse. Be honest with yourself. Have a heart-to-heart as soon as possible. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until the shit hits the fan. Then you want to try to figure out what is what. Don't wait until you buy a house. Then you find out he owed the IRS when you trying to get the loan. Like, all of these things can derail your plans. Taking over the family finances. So, like, if you're the one that's more responsible, maybe you should take over the family finances to keep things afloat. Seek counseling and financial help. A lot of people, because they grown, you can't tell a grown person nothing. They don't feel like they need counseling or help, but you do sometimes. Protect yourself and your own finances. I think that was it on this one. But yeah, falling in love and deciding who you're going to spend the rest of your life with is great. That is awesome. That is beautiful. But if money is an issue, that could easily turn that beautiful relationship sour. So those are some things to think about, y'all. Again, this has been another bag talk where money is the subject. And again, the mindset is wealth. So we want to think about these type of things. I'm going to see y'all next Saturday around between 11 and 11:30. So be looking out. I'm trying to stay consistent on my time. Today I was a little late because I was coming from all the way St. Charles, but that's a whole nother topic and story. Again, I love y'all. Stay blessed. Get some of this good money, baby, and stay financially responsible. Period.